Ready for takeoff. 5, 4. Can I go to the toilet? 3,
Oh, Mossop, you should have gone before we left.
2. This isn't going to be a rough ride, is it? I get seasick, you know. 1. It worked! My rocket actually worked!
I have to say I am amazed, Professor. We are thousands of miles from the Earth in a converted steam engine on our way to the Moon. Quite remarkable.
The Moon? Ah, yes. About that, we may actually be going to a different destination.
A different destination? What different destination?
That is, as they say, the question. All I am sure of is that we will miss the Moon on this current trajectory.
But I thought you worked it all out, calculated everything. Then what went wrong?
The answer is in the mass of this vehicle and the force required to propel it. Well, I allowed for myself and one assistant on board, but we brought your manservant as well, and he's rather plump.
I might have known it was Mossop's fault. Even 20,000 miles in space, he's no earthly good. Shall I throw him out?
It's too late for that now. You see, we lifted off using the propulsion force required for a lesser mass, so therefore we will
Miss the Moon.
Exactly.
So we're doomed to drift in space forever.
Oh, no, certainly not. We'll plunge into the sun by tea time.
That makes me feel so much better. What can we do about it?
Nothing, I'm afraid.
Nothing? Professor, we will die if we can't change course. Is there no steering wheel or rudder?
Space rockets don't work like that, young man. They use adjustable engine output to direct them to the target. Wait a minute. That's it. We can steer the rocket to the Moon using the engine.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, no, we can't. The trajectory has to be worked out precisely using an adding machine, and mine is back in my laboratory. It would take far too long to work out the mathematics by hand.
What about your automaton? Couldn't that work it out?
Good heavens, no. If Robert had a brain, there's no way he'd have come on this mission.
Drat. Couldn't we just guess the force needed from the engines? Steer by eye?
I suppose it's possible, but it would be trial and error. One mistake, and we're doomed.
Then that's what we've got to try.
Couldn't we calculate it using my fingers and toes, sir?
Mossop, with a limited air supply, the last thing you should do is remove your socks. Now just leave this to me. He's quite happy eating his blessed ploughman's lunch. I'll need this to dig for the professor's minerals. It's not exactly the most fashionable item of gentleman's apparel I've ever seen, but it will be necessary if I want to go outside. At least you haven't been sick, Mossop.
Not yet, sir, no. But I am seeing stars before my eyes whenever I look out of the porthole.
How do you feel?
I'm all right, sir. But it's a bit stuffy in here. Maybe if I opened the window.
I don't think that would be a good idea, Mossop. I have nothing more to say to you.
Righty-ho, sir.
This lever regulates engine output. This lever seems to control vertical movement. This lever controls the horizontal movement of the rocket. seems to have aligned the levers correctly. That should hold the levers in place. We made it. No thanks to you, Professor. I just hope you can get us back.
Oh, there's no problem about that. I'll recalculate the return trajectory while you're out getting the spoils of exploration.
What spoils? Now, Professor, it's time to come clean and tell me just what you expect to find up here. What is it? Gold? Gems? Oil? Well, it must be something very valuable for you to go to all this trouble.
I suppose it's going to be impossible to keep it a secret now. The fact is, my research has led me to the conclusion that the moon is composed entirely...
Yes?
...of cheese.
Of cheese?
Yes. A variant of cheddar, I believe.
You're mad.
Oh, hardly. When I return to Earth with a rocket full of tipple cheddar, which, because of its exclusivity, I can charge £5 an ounce for at least, I'll be rich. If that's madness, then open the doors to Bedlam, 'cause I'm coming in.
One small step for man, one giant leap for the cheese industry. Oh no, it's the Professor's automaton. Oh well, since Mossad doesn't have a spacesuit that fits, at least Robert can take all the risks. It's an automaton with superficial intelligence. What an ingenious contraption. Maybe an aerial view will help me find what's referred to as the Panther's Eye. That's it. Now all I need to do is take a picture. I've never done this before. I hope it can combust without air. Thank goodness there wasn't any oxygen around to make the explosion any bigger. That snuff is obviously very strong. Looks like a way round the chasm, but it's a pity my suit is too bulky to get through. It has guidance controls on it, as if it steers something. bridge, so the automaton came in handy after all. And you don't have to pay it wages either. If I can find one that can cook, Mossop's days are numbered. There. At least I can prove that the moon is not made of cheese.
Found my cheese yet?
Not yet, Professor.
Well, stop messing around in here and get out and find it.
What will I collect the cheese with?
Have this extractor. You can use it to sample the various cheeses and select the tastiest.
It's a powdery yellow substance. I believe it's quite volatile. I'm back, Professor.
Marvellous! How much cheese is there? Am I going to be a millionaire or a multi-millionaire?
Now, how do I put this? Well, there is no cheese here. There's dust, there's rocks, there's craters, but no cheese. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being a moon covered in cheese and 1 being no cheese whatsoever, I'd say this place is minus 658. You'd find Americans on the moon before finding cheese there.
No cheese? You lie! You just want to keep it all for yourself, you cad! You want to grab my gorgonzola, rob me of my roquefort, purloin me of my parmesan, cheat me out of my cheddar!
Professor, if it makes you any happier, I did find this mineral. It's yellow, but it's not at all cheesy, I'm afraid.
Looks like a phosphate compound to me. Found in chemistry labs all over the world. That's hardly a discovery.
I'm sorry, Professor. That's just the way it is.
Well, it doesn't matter now, anyway.
That's the spirit, Professor. Don't dwell on failure. Move onwards to success.
No, I mean, it really doesn't matter, because we're going to die!
Professor, what have you done?
Actually, it's what you did. When you broke that pipe in order to stabilize the engines, you severed the oxygen supply in the cabin. We haven't got enough fresh air to make it back to Earth.
Excuse me, Professor. I don't remember much about the sciences at school, but I have a vague recollection that adding acid to things ending in -ate produces oxygen. Or does it explode?
You did it! Dear boy, I had no idea you were a chemist.
Actually, neither had I. Right, can we be off now?
But I haven't got my cheese!
I've told you already, Professor. There is no cheese. Accept it.
I can't believe it. My life's work wasted. Why is it everything I do goes wrong? My first project, Tipple's patent depilation cream, the only one of its kind, ruined by an idiot research assistant. Then my next project, to bring a dead body back to life by repairing it with parts of other corpses, all my ideas stolen by some Austrian doctor. And now this!
Come on, Professor. We'd better get you home.
Oh dear.
What now?
Well, when I recalculated the return trajectory, I naturally assumed we'd be laden with Tipple's cheddar.
Stop there. I can guess the rest. We're going much too fast and we're going to miss the Earth.
Hit the Earth?
Hit the Earth, then. Let me guess. At such a velocity, none of us will survive the impact.
Unless something cushions our landing, that is.
Quick, Mossop, get outside and hang on to the front of the rocket. We need something soft and spongy to soften the blow.
Sir? That won't work, young man. We're doomed.
That wasn't so bad, was it? Well, my photograph is still intact, so I've got what I need to continue on my mission. Good day, Professor.
But Robert! What about Robert? We left him on the moon.
Oh, he'll be all right. Maybe one day you'll be able to go back for him. Just don't ask me to come along next time.